What's your reaction when you hear Coach Saban from earlier in the season? And he wasn't directing it at y'all in particular, but just kind of talking about up-tempo offenses and the spirit of the game. And what's your reaction to that?
I really don't have one. I mean, we do what we do, and he does what he does, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. And obviously, they're kind of the gold standard of college football, and have been that way pretty much since he got there. So we're all kind of chasing Alabama, so I guess we're just honored to play them and expect a great challenge.
You ever been in that stadium before?
I have not.
What are the things that make them so difficult to try to move the football against?
Everything. I mean, great players, and what's remarkable is they lose basically an entire NFL team last year and come back and they're #1 in the nation scoring defense, 9 points a game, which just says volumes about Coach Smart, Coach Saban, what they do, recruiting and schematically. Their schemes are great athletes, and just keep it rolling year in, year out.
Anything else? We're short today.
All right. Did you see, I mean, they gave up more yards last week than they had. Did you see some vulnerabilities that will help you this week?
Not really. I mean, I thought the kid at LSU played really well, played his best games. He was throwing it really well, and LSU has great receivers, so I don't know if there's anything we take from that.
You just kind of consider it a compliment when your name is thrown out there as a head coaching candidate at this point in your career? I mean, you're just really getting started.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much of that. I'm just trying to get a first down against Alabama.
What do you attribute Brian Swope's increase in production in recent weeks?
I really think it's the quarterback getting more comfortable in the system. The position Ryan plays is kind of in the premier position in the offense for a lot of years, and he was there earlier in the season, and you know, Johnny wasn't getting there in his reads, and now he's feeling more comfortable getting to him. But Ryan, just watching him progress as a player, the way he's blocking and playing full speed every snap, it's been fun to watch that progress.
Some of these recent games, the defenses you all are facing, they're reeling in the first half. Is it more of what y'all's tempo is, or just the dynamic of the offense there?
I don't know. I think our kids have started fast every game we played this year, which has been a credit to them, showing up ready to go, and we preach that. We want to start fast and then put the pressure on the defense.
So you're a quarterback, certain venues, certain teams, like when you came to Kyle Field, did you get up to go for that game and maybe going somewhere else, or not? Treat them all the same when you're quarterback?
My brother went to school here, so I was fired up for this one. But other than that, no. I mean, you want to put the best products you can out there. You're just going to play, trying to win the game, trying to help your teammates win. So.
Do you think that because their defense is so good, they're just out here, their offense gets overlooked a little bit?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think I haven't looked at their defense much in some crossover games, but they have no weaknesses on offense.
You talk about their offensive line. One of the guys was saying that all the guys were starred as standouts.
Yeah, they are. They're all the way across the board. There's no weaknesses in this offense. You know, each week we go into a game and you kind of see a glaring weakness here or there, somewhere you may be able to attack, so forth and so on. They're good across the board. You know, AJ's playing really well. The offensive line is huge and really good at what they do. They got 2 really good running backs, and they've got tons of speed outside. So, I mean, they're a complete offense.
Ken mentioned that he liked the way you guys matched the physicality of some of the other league teams you guys have played this year. How will that help in this week?
Oh, I mean, it's going to have to, because this is probably the most physical team that we've played, based on the film I've seen. So it'll be a heck of a challenge for us.
What do you think from LSU when you watch what they were able to do up until like that last drive, and obviously like you guys played LSU, physicality of it. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, I mean, there's some similarities there. I'll say this: along the way, Alabama hurt themselves. I'm not so much that I'm going to take anything away from LSU, but they hurt themselves with fumble and some of those kind of things going in to score. So we got to be opportunistic, and we just got to go play our game.
When you inherit seniors, you never quite know what you're getting, but how much fun is it to get a guy like Spencer Neely, who also was willing to make a position switch and do whatever was best for the defense?
He's been great. I mean, he's the Energizer Bunny for us, and he's the ultimate team guy. Every team needs a Spencer Neely, and you know, with Julian coming on and us able to move Spence inside, it kind of solidified our front. You know, and that was an area of concern coming into this year, and he's been gold for us.
And Coach, someone said he never knows if he's just really excited or nuts. Which one is it?
Oh, I have to go with Sammy on that one. You know, Spence is just, he's an Energizer Bunny. I mean, he always brings energy to the field and to the meeting rooms and to the, when they run onto the field and when we're on the field. You know, he's just that guy.
And on the team bus.
On the team
Yep.
bus, you got it.
Mark, how much are you looking forward to the game within the game, Demontre Moore and their tackle, whichever side he's on, and just that litmus test for him, how good he's been this year, but he's going up against a couple of great tackles.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good for our whole team. I mean, look at our offensive tackles going against their defensive ends. I mean, it's all the way across the board. Our linebackers against their guards, you know, our safeties against their backs. That just goes across the board, and that's, when you play the #1 team in the country, those are the matchups that you get, you know. And but I'll be shocked if our kids aren't excited to go play.
On film, is McCarron moving as well in the pocket, the way he moves the pocket since he got injured against Missouri, as he was early in the season?
Yeah, I mean, he moved pretty well in the pocket last week. He's got some mobility to him.
Coach, there were so much questions on how you are going to react to being on the road in the big environments, and whether what happened after halftime with Auburn and Mississippi State at the beginning of the game, those are big time environments. What growth did your defense get from those situations?
Well, I mean, I think it's going to definitely help this week. You know, I think Coach Summer's done a great job with our routine. You know, kids are used to a routine. I like our routine, and we're not going to change it. And you know, I think we're gaining confidence. I don't think there's any doubt about that. And the fast starts has really helped us on both sides of the ball.